This is another presentation on language mechanics. This one's on how to avoid run-on sentences in your writing. Remember from our previous video that a complete sentence needs to express a complete idea, have a subject, the noun or pronoun the sentence is about, and have the subject's action or description. That's called the predicate, but you don't really need to worry about that vocabulary word. Sometimes a sentence can include more than one subject-predicate combination in order to express a complete idea. For example, I'm going to visit my sister when she has a weekend off of work. You can see there are two complete ideas, two subject-predicate combinations in this sentence. The subjects are I and she, and the predicates are am going to visit my sister and has a weekend off of work. In this case, the word when connects these two subject-predicate combinations. Those are also called complete clauses, but you don't need to worry about that either. Run-on sentences are sentences that try to express more than one complete idea without sufficient punctuation. For example, I went to see my sister while I was there. We caught a movie. You can tell from listening to me read that sentence that it needs some punctuation or something to break up the ideas. In this case, I put in the word and, so it reads, I went to see my sister and while I was there we caught a movie. You can also think of run-ons as sentences that don't give you time to take a breath, because if you read them out loud with the missing punctuation or missing word, it's going to sound like you need to take a breath. For example, Abby doesn't remember her parents, not even the slightest color of their hair. If you hear me read that, there's no inflection or pause, so the sentence is hard to follow. You should note that not even the slightest color of their hair is not a complete sentence on its own, but if it's stuck on the sentence without any punctuation, the sentence is a run-on. The sentence, as it's correctly punctuated with a comma, should read, Abby doesn't remember her parents, not even the slightest color of their hair. Noticing where the pause is in the sentence is usually a good place to tell you where you should put your punctuation if there's punctuation missing, making it a run-on. In summary, run-on sentences express more than one complete idea. They don't have enough punctuation to give you time to take a breath. They can and should be fixed by adding punctuation or breaking them up into multiple sentences.